Hey everyone, welcome back to Carcratic. Today we're looking at a real staple of Australian automotive culture, the 2000 model Holden Commodore Ute. Now, this isn't just any car. This is a symbol of practicality mixed with performance, a vehicle that was equally at home on the job site as it was on the open road. Whether you're a fan of classic Aussie cars or just curious about what made this model so iconic, stick around because we're diving deep into its exterior, performance, and interior to see what made it special and whether it still holds up today. Let's start by taking a look at the exterior. Right from the first glance, the 2000 Commodore Ute has a bold and muscular presence. It's not flashy in the modern sense, but it's strong and confident. You've got that low-slung stance, a long front end, and a clean, aerodynamic silhouette. That draws heavily from the VT Commodore sedan. At the front, the wide-set headlights blend neatly into a smooth, sloping bonnet, and the grille proudly shows off that Holden Lion badge. It's a look that's unmistakably late 90s, but it still has a certain timelessness to it. Along the sides, the design stays simple but purposeful. There are no aggressive cuts or exaggerated shapes here, just a clean flow that emphasizes the Ute's length and utility. The wheel arches are subtly flared, just enough to give it a bit of attitude, especially when paired with sportier wheels. Around the back, you've got that classic Ute tray, practical and wide, perfect for everything, from tools to bikes to camping gear. Holden struck a nice balance here between workhorse toughness and street-ready style. It looks good parked in a driveway, and it looks even better with a bit of dirt on it after a weekend away. Under the bonnet, things get even more interesting. The base model came equipped with Holden's 3.8-liter Ecotec V6 engine, which produced around 147 kilowatts of power and about 304 newton-meters of torque. That engine might not sound earth-shattering today, but back in 2000, it was more than enough for daily driving, weekend hauling, and the occasional burnout for good measure. It was smooth, reliable, and had a solid amount of low-end grunt, which made it great for both city driving and highway cruising. But for those who wanted something a bit more exciting, Holden offered V8 variants like the SS Ute. That one came with the 5.7-liter LS1 V8, putting out 225 kilowatts of power and a whole lot more attitude. That engine transformed the Ute from a practical vehicle into a proper performance machine. It had the rumble, the acceleration, and the charisma to match any street car of its time. Plus, being rear-wheel drive, it gave you that classic Aussie driving experience. A bit raw, a bit loud, but totally enjoyable. In terms of handling, the Commodore Ute was built on the VT platform, which was already praised for its ride quality and balance. The Ute version kept a lot of those good traits. Sure, the rear suspension was leaf-sprung to handle heavier loads, and yes, it could feel a bit stiff when you weren't carrying anything. But overall, it offered a surprisingly comfortable and stable drive. The steering was nicely weighted. The brakes were solid, and it stayed composed through corners, especially for a utility vehicle. The transmission choices included a 5-speed manual or a 4-speed automatic. The manual gave a more connected feel and made the most of the engine's torque, while the auto was smooth and easy for everyday use. Neither was particularly high-tech, but both were durable and well-matched to the engine options. Fuel economy wasn't great, especially in the V8, but honestly, you didn't buy this car for its efficiency. You bought it for what it could do, how it made you feel, and how many jobs it could knock out in a week. Now, stepping inside the cabin, you're met with an interior that's very much of its time. It's simple, functional, and designed to last. The dashboard is clean and uncluttered, with large dials, clear labels, and big knobs that are easy to use even with work gloves on. It's not fancy, but it does the job well. Materials were mostly hard plastics, but they were hard-wearing and held up well to years of use and abuse. The cloth seats in the base model were comfortable and provided decent support, while higher-spec trims brought in touches like velour or even leather. Even though it's a two-seater, the cabin feels spacious. There's good legroom, headroom, and shoulder room, which makes long drives surprisingly comfortable. The seats themselves are wide and supportive, and there's even a bit of behind-seat storage for small tools, bags, or emergency gear. Visibility is excellent all around thanks to the large windows and low belt line, making parking and maneuvering easy, even with a tray in the back. In terms of features, the 2000 model kept things pretty straightforward. You had air conditioning, a basic sound system, manual windows in the lower trims, and optional power windows and cruise control in the more premium variants. It's all very no-frills, but that was part of the appeal. This was a car you could use hard without worrying about delicate electronics or complicated tech systems. What really stands out about the 2000 Commodore Ute, though, is its personality. It's not just a vehicle. It's a bit of Aussie heritage. On wheels, it had a charm that modern Utes just don't quite capture. There's a rawness to it, a mechanical honesty that made it fun to drive and easy to maintain. It didn't pretend to be an SUV or a lifestyle vehicle. It was a proper car-based Ute, built for work and play, with a bit of muscle under the hood and a lot of heart. And even now, more than 2 decades later, these Utes are still out there, still on the roads, still getting the job done. Whether it's an ex-tradie vehicle, a second-hand runabout, or a lovingly restored weekend cruiser, the Commodore Ute holds up. Parts are still relatively available, there's a strong enthusiast community, and with proper maintenance, these cars just keep going. They're durable, modifiable, and endlessly cool in that understated Aussie way. So if you're looking for a car that's equal parts utility and fun, something that tells a story every time you fire it up, the 2000 Holden Commodore Ute deserves your attention. Whether you want the practical V6 or the beastly V8, there's something here for every type of driver. It's not perfect, it's not luxurious, but it is genuine. And sometimes, that's all you need. Thanks for watching Car Craddock. If you enjoyed this review, make sure to like the video, subscribe for more deep dives into iconic cars, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Got a Commodore Ute story? We want to hear it. Until next time, keep driving, keep wrenching, and keep the legend alive.